you for watching. Anyway, so interesting. So I don't know about you, but I am very tempted sometimes to to write answers to provocative things on Facebook. I'm sure we've all done it. I'm sure we'll do it again. So here's what propped up today for me. Someone asked, "What is the one health trend or fad that you wish would disappear forever?" Okay. So I wrote, people are going, you know, paleo diets, keto diets, weight loss, whatever, blah, 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 blah. So I wrote the total disregard of diet change as a healing modality. So he wrote back, "Imagine it could be as simple as change." I gotta tell you, that made me mad. And I wrote back, "It's not simple, but it needs to be addressed. First, it's not talked about at all. People think they just need to take a pill." And I gotta tell you, I work in healthcare in the trenches, and that's what I hear every single day, right? I ask diabetics, "Do you follow any kind of diet?" They go, "No, no, I take the pill." Okay. Or I take more than one pill. And it's like, has anybody ever told you maybe that you should change your diet? And they go, "Yeah, I think so way back when I was diagnosed, but yeah, well, it's really hard." Okay. As I said, it isn't simple. It isn't simple, but it is doable. I say that all the time. It is doable. And it's so funny because basically what I said was, can you swap out your medication for a menu change? Actually, that came up when I was doing my chat GPT today, which I thought was very interesting. I would not do it as a registered dietitian. I would not recommend that because I'm just a dietitian and a doctor has to be the one to advise you on medication. I can't do that. Or do I want to do it? But you know what? You probably can swap out. Maybe if you try it, you might be able to swap out some medication, I don't know, or less dosage for a menu change because I've seen it for people who actually change what they're eating. They actually, some of them can. I'm not saying everybody can, and I'm not saying you should. Believe me, I don't believe in that. I don't believe that you should swap out medication for any reason without talking to your doctor. But what I'm saying is that maybe diet could be a healing modality. And why isn't it more? Well, because doctors know nothing about nutrition. They don't. I can't even get them to write the right diet when I went at the hospital where I work. I work in a psychiatric hospital, so usually the diets are not that big of a deal. But when when I see things like no carb, more fat, or something like that, it's like, no, we don't have that. And I wouldn't even know how to tell my kitchen staff how to make that. And then I talk to the patient. The patient says, "Oh yeah, I just really want maybe double protein. Can you do that?" And I say, "Yeah, right, you could do that." I have to tell you just a funny situation that happened with me in my in my working at the hospital. So we call our diabetic diet the 60-60-60 diet. No one else calls it that. Usually they call it um, um, CICHO, consistent carbohydrate diet, or whatever, kind of diet, or just diabetic diet or whatever. We call ours a 60-60-60 diet with the idea that you eat 60 grams protein at each meal. I mean, 60 grams carbs, pardon me, more protein, 60 grams carbs. Now, I can't even tell you what 60 grams carbs looks like, but I can tell you portion size and so forth and so on. But really, a diabetic should not eat more than 60 grams of carb. And I'm not going to go into what that is. So I had one doctor. She wanted to give the person more food because they were large and whatever. So basically, what she did was she wrote a 90-90-90 diet. No, we don't do that. 60 grams protein is what we're heading for. 4 servings of carbohydrate, which could be, I always use my fists, could be about 2 cups of pasta or 4 slices of bread or 2 cups of fruit or, so forth and so on. So anyway, or 2 cups of starch, any cooked starch, an ounce of bread or dry cereal. Yeah, there are easy ways to really figure this one out. And what we're aiming for is that, not grams, because we don't even use grams in this country. We use ounces and pounds. And why they decided to do that, I have no idea. So I got to tell you, it really makes me mad because doctors have no clue what to ask for when they're asking for a diet for people, number one. And number two, they have no idea what diet to recommend to people. They don't. They read an article and go, oh, you should go keto or you should go paleo. It's like, why? And is this person appropriate? And that's why you have registered dietitians, or I prefer registered dietitians. We know how to do this stuff. I live in California. Dietitians are not licensed. Anyone can practice, diet, um, um, you know, teaching you a diet. But really, people who know how to do this should be doing it, not people who don't know how to do it. And doctors are the first ones who don't know how to do it. And the weird thing is when you're dealing with um, somebody to tell, to send to diet for diet change, most places do not allow a dietitian to bill insurance. We have to work cash only. And you have no idea how few people want to do that. They always say, yeah, hey, do you take insurance? And it's like, no, I don't. I am going to soon, thank goodness. And I'll be talking about that in some later live streams. But right now, what I'm really kind of saying is, number one, doctors know nothing about what to tell you to do when it comes to diet. And a lot of times they'll just give you a paper or whatever and make you try and figure it out. I even had that happen. It's funny. I have a story about that where my dental hygienist was telling me that her daughter was diagnosed with celiac disease. And what the doctor said was, well, go look it up on the internet. Well, this is a major change where you have to get all of your gluten out of your life because it really can affect you profoundly in a bad way. And the doctor is and the doctor's not referring her to a dietitian because there is no connection with dietitians where doctors are concerned. There's a real disconnect. It's getting better, but it's still not there. But you need somebody who really knows how to do diets to change your lifestyle, because it is a lifestyle change and you got to do that. You got to have someone help you. When I was noticing the schedule, because I'm onboarding to accept insurance, again, I'll tell you that a little later. I was noticing they were saying 15 to 30 weeks is recommended. Boy, I do have clients, my private clients, that come to me for years. That's my eating disorder clients. But 15 to 30 weeks, wow. what they're trying to say is you need somebody to guide you, and you need somebody with expertise who really knows how to do this. And we just have a huge disconnect in our healthcare system about that. Um, Makes me mad. I'm not going to pound the desk or do anything rash, but I'm here to tell you that it's first of all, I really think what we should do is really open the dialogue about it. Open the dialogue that changing your diet may be a good thing. I work in a hospital, I work with young people, and I cannot tell you how much styrofoam and fast food goes through our lounges where we work and chart. How much fast food? We have a perfectly good cafeteria. The food may not be, gourmet. It's definitely not fast food. It's regular food. But everybody goes out to get fast food. And I'm sorry. I know I'm going to sound morbid, but every time I see fast food trays go into the back where we're charting and stuff, I am just thinking, oh my God, these people would be in nursing homes earlier than they think. Sorry about that. Anyway, on that note, I'm going to sign off. I think tomorrow I'm going to talk about the real issue is your gut, not your Google searches. So stay tuned for that. Tomorrow I will be that. I will do that. And good Queen Jill signing off. Thank you for watching till the very end. All right. Talk to you tomorrow. Bye bye.